there's one. Yep. Got him. There he is. Ooh, that's a good fish, whatever it is. Is this a bass? There's another one. Yep. Oh, there's one. Oh, what a beast. Welcome back to another episode of LO Outdoors. My name is Luke. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Doing a little bit of wood cleanup from the flood that we had last month in southeast Minnesota. It's been brutal out here the last month or so. I got a couple trees that came down and a couple trees that actually came into our yard that were flooded into our yard, literally. This tree I'm picking up now is not even a tree that was in my yard originally. It was from a farther house up the river. Came float down, stopped right on our yard, and here we are. But I've been doing some thinking about where to go. I want to go fishing. I'm going to do some work, got to do some adult stuff here, but I really want to go fishing somewhere new that I've never been before. I'm going to add it to my on the road series, a series I'm doing this year, this season. I guess this is the first season, if you will, where I go around all these lakes and rivers I've never really been to. I don't know a lot about the body of water, and I just go. I go for it. I just shoot for the moon, show up, bring my tackle, and we try to find some freaking fish in whatever body of water that we find. And this week, I think where we're gonna go, the name of this lake, it's called Cedar Lake, and it's just southwest of Minneapolis, Minnesota, in kind of the middle of nowhere, but it's a relatively big lake. I'll show you guys on the old map here. So there's Minneapolis, and then just southwest is the old lake that we wanna go to. Like I said, it's called Cedar Lake, and I've never been here before, but I've heard about it. I've heard that there are some decent bass in this lake. So according to Lake Finder, it's about 42 feet at its maximum depth. It's got 11 miles of shoreline, and it's about a 902 acre lake. So it's a pretty big lake, I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bit bigger than what I usually fish, but you know what? Hey man, we're gonna make it happen. I'm looking on here and I see there's some good numbers of panfish, bass, pike, a little bit of everything is in this lake. So I think it's worth trying, folks. Well, folks, I was just thinking about bait choices for this lake in particular. I'm going through my little stash. I'm trying to figure out what to throw for tomorrow morning. I think I have it figured out. One casting combo, I'm going to do the Zman chatterbait mini max in bluegill color. Nice in between for big bass, small bass. Pretty much everything that swims will eat this guy. So I'm gonna do this guy on one of my casting combos, and on my spinning combo, we're gonna do the old tried and true Z-Man Finesse TRD Green Pumpkin Goby. Side note, my favorite color of all time for a freaking Ned rig. I love this color. But the last few lakes I've been to around this general area, they all seem to have a similar layout with the water clarity. It's a little dingy, a little algae bloomy, not the best of, you know, visibility. So between the old Ned rig and the chatterbait, I really think we're gonna get into some fish. I hope we do. I'm gonna finish getting packed up, getting ready to rock and roll, and we're gonna bounce early in the morning, drive up there, and we're gonna give it heck, man. I'm excited, and hopefully, folks, we can find some freaking fish. fish. No way. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Look at that. Just got started. No way. Are you freaking kidding me? There he is. Oh, it's a crappie. Look at that. Sweet. Another one. Dude. Folks, this is crazy. I just started. All right. We're going into the main lake here. I think what I'm going to do, it kind of opens up. There's a side over here, and then there's a side over here. I think that I'm on this side already, I'll probably just float over this way, fish this kind of area here, work along the bank, and then we'll do a little pivot and go back the other way. So far, so good though, man. That little Ned rig is just freaking doing work. I mean, it's unbelievable. This time of year, especially. You throw a little Ned rig out, and these fish just, you know, they can't get enough of it. The only problem with the Ned is it likes to pick up weeds. So I got a tiny itty bitty micro finesse Ned head on there with a little Zman soft plastic. But that little head, I think it's a 1/15th, maybe a 1/20th. It's super tiny, but it's enough to get that bait down to where these fish are without getting super hung up. Because I'm already pulling up weeds even with the smaller size. If I had like a 1/6 or 1/5 of an ounce, it would be brutal. It would be non-stop weed pulling. But we're gonna keep on switching between baits. Obviously, I'm not gonna throw the Ned rig all day. It is a good way to find where the fish are, you know? That little Neddy Ned kind of points you in the right direction if you're a little bit clueless on the body of water or the conditions like I am today. This is my first time ever fishing this lake. So this is definitely going to be a challenge in itself. Add in the wind, and oh boy, this is going to be interesting, folks. Ooh, hey there, bud. Hey, bud. That's a little bit better sized. Okay. Okay, all right. Okay. Come here, dude. Thank you. All right. Not bad. Ooh. All right, we're moving up. Keep playing, bud. I'm already kind of figuring out what's going on here too. These fish are, as I suspected, they're under any cover that they can find. There's another one. Yep. Another decent bass. Look at that. Oh, hey, bud. Hey, bud. Oh, don't come off. And he's off. Why I didn't grab my net, I don't know. I don't know. I panicked, and that 3-pounder is no longer with us. Brutal. You know, I thought about bringing my jig rod, but I thought, no, I don't know this place very well. Maybe I'll just keep a moving bait rod. But now that I'm here, I'm realizing I absolutely should have brought my jig rod. I think a jig would be getting absolutely freaking crushed right about now. I mean, the Ned rig works. You can always count on the netting Ned, but those bigger fish, man, they really gravitate towards those freaking jigs. That was awesome. You know, these fish do not smell very good at all. I'm not sure why, but they are stinky. Stinky, stinky. Well, folks, I will tell you what. We made a little bit of a pivot. So we started straight ahead. I don't know if you guys can see that little opening there, but that's where we came out of. We started on that side, and then we went over to this side briefly, not very long, and I realized it really wasn't the kind of fishing I wanted. Didn't look as good as I thought. So we basically just paddled all the way through this cove here, and now we are right freaking here. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna work this bank. I still got that little neddy net on and the chatterbait, so between those two baits, we should be able to get a couple more fish out of here. You know, I'll tell you what, as I was paddling over here, I noticed there were some guys fishing on the bank, and they were bringing in crappie after crappie. So I'm not sure if maybe this is more of a crappie lake, but man, it was freaking insane. And I'll tell you what, I am half tempted to put on a crappie jig and do some crappie fishing. There's that many crappie in here, we could have ourselves a freaking blast. I missed a ton of bites, and I realize now those were probably either bluegill or crappie, just by the way they bit and the way they were fighting when I had them on. But we'll keep doing what we're doing for now, and here, and as we kind of make our way down, if we don't get a whole lot of fish, we'll change up and maybe we'll just pivot and do crappie. See if we can get a few of those bad boys in the boat. Well, I got some rocks here. I'm gonna throw the old chatterbait kind of parallel the rocks and see if there's any big boys hanging out in here. Sometimes this time of year with the rocks, hold some. Ooh, wow, first cast. I was just saying how. Oh, split it. This time of year, sometimes with these rocks, can hold a lot of fish. So, a little chatterbait right on top might be the deal. Might be the deal. Ooh, that's a good fish, whatever it is. It's a bass. Oh, it is a bass. It's a big bass. It's a big bass. It's a big bass. Get in here, bud. Oh my God. Got him. Oh. Decided to throw that old chatterbait and look at what happened. Oh, what a beast. Let's let this girl go. My goodness. What a beast. Well, that was freaking epic, wasn't it? Oh my gosh. I figured there's probably one or two in here, but I was not expecting that. See, that is why I continue to look for new places to fish, because even if you're not really sure about a place and you just want to give it a shot, you never freaking know. And you know, obviously I'm not catching 10-pounders out of here, but I mean, even a couple 3s, 3.5s, I tell you what, man, that will change your mood real freaking quick. So this place is definitely going to be on my list to come back to. I'm thinking probably this fall, once the boat traffic slows down a little bit. I think out here would be freaking crazy. Working the banks with the chatterbait, blade bait of some sort. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's try the old neddy net. See if there's any guys on the bottom that want a slower bite. There he is. Yep. It was a looky. Wouldn't eat the chatterbait, but certainly wouldn't mind the red rig. Thanks for playing, my guy. Thank you for playing. Alright, I think we are done here. I think we're going to start going back towards where we started. There's another area that I didn't hit as we were leaving the first little cove. So I'm going to paddle that way, try to avoid all the skiers and boaters, and we'll see if we can find any more fish. But I'll tell you what, I am feeling good about today. You know, we have about an hour left before I got to hit the road and head for the ranch, but so far, man, we are just freaking figuring it out. Throwing the Ned rig, throwing that chatterbait, both of them seem to be getting smoked, so we're gonna keep on throwing those. And I might try a different swim bait here on the way back in around these docks. Maybe try a glide bait or something. But good golly, I cannot wait to come back with the trolling motor. Get that bad boy on the front, and then I'll have basically the entire lake at my disposal. It's a fairly big lake. I mean, just looking down the road here, I mean, it goes down quite a ways. I don't know if you guys can even see that down there, but it goes down quite a bit. So I'm sure there's plenty of good spots where these fish are hanging out. Oh, there's one. Oh, the chatter. Oh, and as quick as he was on, he was off. Seeing there's grass all over the freaking place. It seems like every other spot I go to, there's grass, and this is about the only bait I can think of to throw. That murkier water, some grass. It's a perfect combo. Got him. Yep. Come here, bud. That's a good fish, I think. Come here, bud. Oh, no. He's just in grass. Take it. We'll take it. They're freaking engulfing that thing, though. I tell you what. Awesome. Well, folks, we are coming down to the wire. Just kind of working along this bank. I'm going to kind of work this bank back with the chatterbait. Here's one. We'll start with the chatterbait. If this just keeps on working, this is what we're going to keep on throwing. And we're going to keep on working down. This lake is slowly but surely winning me over, folks. I think I'm starting to fall in love. There's one. Yep. Get in the boats. Thanks for playing, my guy. There's one. Come on in, my guy. This right here is what I'm using for the chatterbait trailer. It's the Zman chatter spike bluegill. And I'm just rigging that on. Easy peasy, lemon breezy. Right down the middle, right down the side there. And I'm kind of just pushing it up over that little hook. And folks, that is it. There's one. Yep. Thanks for playing, dude. There's one. Oh, dang it. Got it right off the rock. Gosh dang it. Let's two of them back to back, man. Come on. Come on. There he is. Third time's the charm, I guess. Well, can you believe it, or can you believe it, man? We are almost at the finish line. Right around this boat, divots back in, and that is where we started. Hard to believe we've basically done the whole top part of this lake in the matter of half a day. Just kind of chucking around the netty net here a few more times, see if we can pick up any more bass or crappie or whatever else wants to bite. There's another one. Let's go. There he is. Little spots loaded with them. Not very big, but man, they sure are fun. Come on, one more fish. One more fish, folks. I feel like we can do it. Come on, come on. There he is. Got him. Yes. Yes. This is it. This is the golden ticket. Get in the boat. Get in the boat. Yep. Thank you. Come on. Let's go. And folks, just like that, we are done for the day. Let's go. Alright, let's get out of here, folks. Let's skedaddle. Well, folks, hopefully y'all can see me okay. I'm gonna pull over here, just chat with you guys, close out the day, talk about everything that we freaking went through, man. Whew. Folks, I will tell you what, man, that freaking place is absolutely freaking awesome. A lot of dink bass, but you know what? That is okay with me. We got a few good ones, broke off on a couple, lost a couple other ones that were pretty big. So it's not all dinks, and I think honestly, folks, we're here at the wrong time. Everything is kind of back to that like hot, muggy summer vibe type of thing, where these fish are just, they're kind of all over the place, but they're kind of dinky, kind of big, kind of a weird time of the year. I'm not gonna lie, not my most favorite time of the year to fish for bass, I'll be honest with you. But I'll tell you what, folks, we came out here and we freaking executed the plan. A little bit of a drive, but well worth it. And to be honest, I can't wait to come back. I'll probably save this lake for the fall time, early fall. Come out here with the chatterbait, Ned rig, maybe a glide bait, maybe a big swim bait, and really kind of work along those docks and see where all those big fish are, because I know there has to be some freaking donkeys in that gosh dang lake. We got a little taste of it today, but not the full experience. We will be back, no doubt about it. Absolutely epic day. We grinded it out. The Ned rig got it done. The chatterbait got it done. Up along the bank, working it back. Up along the bank, working it back. There was two places these bass were going to be: under a dock or right up against the freaking gosh dang shoreline. There was no in between. It seemed like it was either going to be you had to get right up underneath that dock and let it sit, or you had to throw it up along the bank, let it sit for a second, and then burn that chatterbait as quick as you could through that water. But either way, they were hitting it, and it was freaking epic. Man, oh man. This is going to be a sweet freaking lake. I can't wait to come back. But folks, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank y'all for subscribing, for liking, commenting. I know I say it every video, but I really appreciate you guys. Seriously, y'all mean the world to me. I love you guys. I will catch you on the next one.